All right, first inductee. All right, you look in your program and you start to see things about this person, you say, that can't be true. But then when you arrive at the event and you look at that person, you say, I can believe everything that's in the program. Our first inductee, back in the 40s, once finished second in a region track meet running barefoot after getting knocked down in the race. 1 year later, I assume wearing shoes, he captured the Class C state championship, 4 minutes and 47 seconds back in the 40s. That was flying. Another thing you will notice in his biography says that over 60 years ago, he met his wife while stopping to eat with his teammates following a basketball game in Macon. Wow, that must have been some restaurant. Yes, and there's also something in the bio about his legs, which I really don't think I want to dwell on. First inductee, class of 2023, Smitty Driscle. Come on up, my friend.
You gonna talk for me?
No, I want you to talk, Mr. Bill. I want to get a picture right here.
All right.
Look at here. I'll hold this for you. I want you to give a big
I need all the
speech.
pictures I can get.
Go ahead.
Well, I got some notes made for y'all. I want to read a few of them to you. A lot of things happened to me in my life, and especially when I was an athlete in high school. Back then, we didn't have but 11 grades, you know, and we were lucky to get. I was lucky to get to work a whole lot. My dad kept me out of school to work. We hauled lumber from the sawmills to town, and had the school sent the man down there and said, "Mr. Driscoll, this boy's got to go to school." My dad said, "Ken, Smitty, what did he say?" I said, "He said I had to go to school." Dad reached down and picked up a piece of lumber, and started at him. I said, "Mister, you better go, he's going to hurt you." So I didn't get to go to school that much. But I had a lot of help in school. But let's see, I got some notes here. Oh, they only had 11 grades when I went to school. That was the last year they had 11 grades. And so that was in 1949. That's a long time ago. I'm an old man. 91 years old. Now, getting to the athletic part of it, I had a coach called Barney Davis. And he was good. He coached football, basketball, and track, and he taught school. He was a fine person. One of the highlights of my life in my school days. Of course, if I didn't go to school, he'd help me get my lessons for that night or that day I missed, and I could catch up. In 1948, now, that's a long time ago, y'all. Long time ago. I won our region and went over to Athens to the state. 1949 now. 48. And had 19 of us in the race. 10 in front, 10 in the back. I'm looking back up a little bit. 10 in front and 9 in the back. And they blew the whistle and we started off running. I mean, we were taking off, buddy. We got around to the last 440, and I looked up, had on my boy from Druid Hill to about 25 yards in front of the group I was running in. I pulled out, and I started turning on, and the boy hit me in the back of my right leg with his shoe, and we went to the ground, me and him both. When I come back up, I turned it on, and when we crossed the goal line, I could have touched that boy from Druid Hill on the back. So I placed second. But I got more praises than he got that year. Now, when I was in the 11th grade, finished grade, 11th grade, went back over there. course, I was the star of the whole thing then. Everybody said, oh, he's going to win it. And I did, y'all. I walked off and I left. Run it in 4 minutes and 47 seconds. And I was not only proud of myself, but everybody was patting me on the back. Thank you.
Oh,
Get you a picture of one of those cheerleaders.
yeah. Woo. Oh, Smitty. Gotta love it. Yeah. All right. Our next inductee liked to hit people. Flat out just liked to hit people. He did it as a safety while he was at Mary Persons. During his 3 years there, the team lost only 3 games. Then he didn't get enough hitting on the field. He decided to go into the boxing ring, where he competed in an amateur boxing match and eventually earned a way to the Gold Gloves. Then he went overseas as a member of the United States Air Force, where he played semi-pro football. They let him run the ball there, but he continued to hit people, knocking them into the end zone as he scored 7 touchdowns in a single game. Then went on to have a distinguished career in the U.S. Air National Guard. And he's a runner too. Did a half marathon in under an hour and 50 minutes. I don't think I could drive a half marathon in under an hour and 50. All right, next member, Monroe County Sports Hall of Fame class of 2023. Come on, Mr. Percy Freeman, bring it on up here.
I'm gonna sit up here. I'm gonna let you have your plaque. Leave, right? Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I thought Frank was ready to leave, but I'm going to have to make some corrections. No, I did not go to the Golden Gloves.
No.
No, I did
But you
not.
did box, didn't you?
I did box.
See? And you were good, weren't you?
Exhibition only.
Ah, good stuff.
Yeah. Everything else you said is good. Well, I'll try to be quick as possible, but I just want to say that it won't be short like Wayne. It won't be extemporaneous like Reggie Mays. And I won't be using my phone like Brandon. And Frank, I just need about 7 minutes.
You go.
Okay, all right. First, I'd like to say that I'm truly honored to be here as an inductee, Psych Monroe County Sports Hall of Fame. And thanks so much to the board members for selecting me. To my family, friends, Bulldog teammates here this evening, I am eternally grateful for your support and friendship. And those 2 tables over there, table back there, and they're all over the place. Will all the Bulldogs here stand up, please, just for a moment? All the Bulldogs, please stand up. Thank you. Thanks to the late Coach Dan Pitts, Coaches Dumas, Love, Cook, Gassis, and other coaches for their skills and contributions to our winning seasons and personal growth as young men. Thanks to my former Aviano Eagles coaches John Droke and Randall Bertrand and the NIFL, Northern Italian Football League teams, for the great memories and adventures of a lifetime. To the late Mr. Edward Williams II and the late Mr. Edgar Slaughter Sr., I say thank you for giving me a ride to and from football practice during my 4 years at Mary Persons High School. You were there for me when I needed you. To Gene Boozer Brown and the Slaughter family, Edgar, Henry, Kenneth, thank you for allowing me to stay in your home It was a difficult time in my life, and your family came through, and I really appreciate that. Tony Robbins said, "Your current situation does not determine your future. Your future is determined by your decision to succeed." After my 14th birthday and mandatory integration of Monroe County school system, I attended football summer camp at Mary Persons High School under the leadership of Coach Pitts. This was my first participation in organized football. When I spoke to Mr. Bennett earlier, he said he remembered us playing beside the highway at 83 and 87 in the grass. So, good memory. When we attended football camp, it was the first time, again, integration. We shared communal showers together, ate meals together, and slept on military folding cots in the gymnasium. I slept on a cot near Edward Elvis Williams III, who entertained us nightly before the lights went out. He sang Elvis Presley songs, Blue Suede Shoes, as I recall. Some team members developed friendships that still continue today. 1 year earlier, we lived in a culture that enforced segregated schools, pools, restaurants, diners, laundromats, and restrooms. In camp, I recall the hard work, summer heat, wind sprints, and more wind sprints. I enjoyed the competition, team meetings, discussions, diversity, and camaraderie. Some of you may remember the Oklahoma drills. Those drills prepared me for encountering barriers. We worked well together because we shared a common goal to win games. Yes, we are members of the teams that contributed to the winning history of Coach Dan Pitts. In the words of Michael Jordan, talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. As a member of the 1970 B team, we ended the season with a 10-0 record, including defeat of Pike County's varsity team during their inaugural season. In '71, I started as a defensive safety on the varsity team as a substitute running back. In 3 years, we won 26 games, lost 4, and tied 1. 3 of my favorite memories are intercepting a game-changing pass against Telfair County, scoring a touchdown against Manchester, one of our biggest rivalries, and Monticello. In that same game against Monticello, Edgar Slaughter, right there, intercepted a pass and ran it back for a touchdown, 25 yards. I remember that. One of my worst memories is sitting on the sideline with an injured wrist in 1973 while Paul Ross, a 200-pound fullback from Peach County, exploded and ran for 240 yards and 4 touchdowns. That was an important region game for us. We lost that game, and our season ended 9-1 our senior year. Several Monroe County citizens suggested the Mary Persons football teams were the greatest contributors to the successful integration of the school system. Friday night lights created an atmosphere of unity and support. In other words, the Bulldogs became the glue that held the community together. Henry Ford once said, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success." After graduating in '74, I joined the United States Air Force and was assigned tours of duty in Colorado, Florida, and England. I transferred to Aviano, Italy in '77. Upon arrival is when I learned about the Northern Italian Football League semi-professional teams. I'm trying to skip a little bit for you there, Frank. The teams were primarily comprised of military servicemen, some of whom had played professional football in the NFL, some of whom had played college football, and some, like me, played high school football. The big difference is some of those guys played military football for several years, so they were more experienced than a lot of the college and professional players. The league actually started in 1946 and ended in 93, so many of the records that I broke will never be broken because the league no longer exists. During the spring of '77, at age 21, I tried out and was selected to play for the Aviano Eagles as a running back, receiver, kick returner, and safety. I also served as one of the 4 team captains for 2 seasons. In the Northern Italian Football League, I quickly realized I was playing football with grown men who had several years of experience and very good insurance. After the commander of the 509th Airborne Rangers parachuted out of a helicopter and landed dead center, 5th yard line with the game ball, I thought, this is a different league. If you were chased by 11 members of the 509th Airborne Rangers or Camp Darby Rangers who are trained killers that remind you of Paul Ross clones, you too would run for your life. There was no concussion protocol, so you may ask, what are the signs of a concussion? Does he just got his bell rung, or why am I seeing stars sound familiar? I recall one game in Pisa, Italy, that's the city with the Leaning Tower. It was televised and there were approximately 13,500 fans present. It was awesome and an unforgettable experience. I kept copies of the Stars and Stripes newspaper articles from my glory days, periodically reviewed and shared them for nostalgia's sake. After attending the 2022 Forsyth Monroe County Sports Hall of Fame banquet with my fiance, Joan Whitehead, she said, 7 touchdowns in 1 game, that's amazing. So she nominated me for the 2023 Hall of Fame based on my contributions to the winning seasons at Mirror Persons and the record-setting performances in Italy. Thank you, Dr. Joan Freeman. Almost there, Frank. While serving as an FAA special agent for 20 years and a member of the Georgia Air National Guard and United States Air Force for a total of 32 years, I received personal satisfaction from sharing information with elementary and high school students on career days. I did not speak to them about sports. More importantly, I encouraged them to avoid peer pressure, criminal activity that would prevent them from limiting or achieving their goals. In addition, I encouraged them to read more and become critical thinkers. In closing, Helen Keller reminded us, alone we can do little, together we can do much. Today, more than ever, to remain a team, America needs more critical thinkers and togetherness. Again, thank you for this honor.